Hello and welcome to Your World This Week, the weekly roundup for all the top news stories of the week. The top news stories this week are:
the simmering tensions with China at the LAC in Ladakh's Galwan Valley blew up into a violent clash between soldiers of Indian Army and China's PLA, which ended in the death of 20 Indian soldiers and left 78 injured. Not a single bullet was fired, and a hand-to-hand fight over 6 hours claimed many lives. India and China held a series of major general-level talks to resort to the matter peacefully. In the aftermath of this incident, calls for boycotting Chinese products have overrun social media as angry Indians flew into rage to avenge China's deceit. Railways, BSNL have decided to shun Chinese equipment suppliers from tenders. PM Narendra Modi chaired an all-party virtual meeting addressing leaders from all the parties and taking everyone in confidence that no one has entered Indian territory or captured any military post. Many world leaders have supported India, with US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and German Ambassador condoling the deaths of Indian soldiers. Moving on to the Covid-19 situation in India, this week we have seen the daily toll of corona-positive patients top 10,000 mark for most of the week. 14,516 new Covid-19 cases and 375 deaths were reported on Saturday. The total number of positive cases in the country are now nearing 4 lakh, with 12,948 deaths. The only saving grace is now in Delhi. The government has capped the price of testing for Covid-19 at 2,400 and introduced rapid antigen testing, which shows result within 30 minutes to ramp up testing. Rates charged by private hospitals in Delhi have been capped. A committee formed after last weekend's meeting between Home Minister Amit Shah and Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has recommended slashing the cost of isolation beds to nearly half. Treatment at the intensive care units without ventilators will now be capped between 13,000 to 15,000 rupees, and ICUs with ventilators can only charge between 15,000 to 18,000 rupees per day. The centre has recommended mandatory 5 days of institutional treatments of all the patients who test corona positive instead of home quarantine. This has become the latest flashpoint between state and centre government, as Delhi says its already stretched capacities will not be able to deal with an inflow of asymptomatic but positive cases being admitted to COVID centres. In a piece of good news, India has been unanimously elected as a non-permanent member of the United Nations Security Council. Prime Minister Narendra Modi conveyed his heartfelt gratitude to the global community for India's membership to the UNSC, and has reiterated that India will work with all member countries to promote global peace, security, resilience and equity. Coming over to the sad news from the entertainment industry, earlier this week the country was left teary-eyed by the untimely demise of the actor Sushant Singh Rajputs. He committed suicide at his Bandra home on Sunday, as he is believed to have lost his battle against depression. The entire week we saw an outpouring from Bollywood as well as blame game in the industry. It has opened up a can of worms in the entertainment world, with leading people of the industry exposing the dirty underbelly of the glitzy world, and how pressure and isolation drive stars to take extreme steps. With Kangana Ranaut leading the rebellion against nepotism and cruel politics, Shekhar Kapoor and Sonu Nigam also followed her.
And here's a viral video of the
Day 1 of my diet. Day 3 of my diet. 1 week of my diet.
They're not gonna believe me, Mom.
Shut up and listen to your mom.
Hope you liked this edition of Your World This Week. We will be back next week with yet another episode of Your World This Week. Have a good day.